Hi, for my project, I made a butterfly out of yellow poster board, and I got this inspiration from the poem The Butterfly by Pavel Friedman. And I was kind of inspired by this poem during class when we really talked about it, and it kind of just sat in my mind for a while. So yeah, I wrote the poem on this side and everything it kind of meant to me on this side. His name's down the middle with the title right here. And then these lines are the barbed wire and kind of how it represents like that barrier of how they couldn't escape. And the butterfly is obviously yellow because that's what it was in the drawings I found, and it literally says bright, dazzling yellow in the poem. So I'm going to recite the poem real quick. So here we go. The very last, so richly, brightly, dazzling yellow. Perhaps if the sun's tears would sing against a white stone. Such a yellow is carried lightly way up high. It went away, I'm sure, because it wished to kiss the world goodbye. For 7 weeks I've lived here, penned up inside this ghetto, but I have found my people here. The dandelions call to me, and the white chestnut candles in the court. Only I have never seen another butterfly. That butterfly was the last one. Butterflies don't live here in the ghetto. So I put an emphasis on butterflies don't live here in the ghetto because he kind of felt that nothing bright and kind of cheerful could ever come into the ghetto, because he felt as if the Nazis and the Nazi regime was keeping anything happy from entering such a dark place. And so I kind of feel like the poem emphasized how dreadful the ghettos were and how awful the Jews were being treated during this time. And the bright yellow butterfly, which is kind of represented by my paper, it kind of represented what his life used to be like before he was taken to such a dreadful place. The Jews used to live such a happy, peaceful life, and they could do whatever they wanted without anyone telling them to stop or when to eat, when to get dressed, or having to work. So yeah, that's what I kind of thought. And when the butterfly flew away, it was kind of because the world had gone bad and it wanted nothing to do with the cruelty. And it was able to escape the ghetto walls, unlike so many others, which is kind of why I drew the barbed wire. That barbed wire was kind of the barrier between the outside world and the ghetto. That butterfly kind of represented what Pavel kind of wanted to do. He didn't want to be there, obviously. Nobody wanted to be there. But it kind of just was that freedom that he wanted back. And I also said, at the end of the poem, he talks about how he has found his people there. So many people he could relate to, his friends, his family. It was them who he could find companionship with and hope, because obviously they had to rely on each other to be able to get through, because obviously it's such a tough time. And that butterfly, as it flew away, he also states the dandelions call to me and the white chestnut candles. That dandelion kind of represented a new sense of hope. And as he found his people there, he was like, okay, I know where my future lies, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to continue through. So, as the poem can kind of be dark or semi-dark, he never let that sense of darkness weigh him down. He always had that mindset that I have to keep going. So that's why I found this poem enlightening or kind of motivating, because there's so many people who have it worse than us and have always had it worse than us, and we kind of let little things stop us, but we have to keep going, just like he did. So yeah, that's what I thought. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.